As the world progresses, the need for bigger machines arises. From giant pieces of mining equipment and flying cargo fortresses to incredibly huge moving platforms transporting tons of equipment. We went out to find some of these legendary giants and put together the 10 biggest vehicles of all time. Bagger 293. If you've never seen this massive earth mover before, then you would be amazed by its sheer size. The Bagger 293 is the largest land vehicle in the world and holds the Guinness World Record. It is the latest in a series of large earth-moving excavators, with this one being the largest of them all. It was built by the German industrial company Tagraf in 1995. It is a bucket wheel excavator that stands a towering 310 feet tall and 722 feet long, and weighs 14,200 tons. The Bagger 293 digs for low-grade coal used in steam-electric power plants. It has a huge 70-foot diameter wheel that spins its 18 1,452-gallon bucket, scooping up earth that it dumps onto a conveyor belt built into its boom arm. It can move 218,880 tons of material per day. NASA Crawler Transporter. This is the biggest crawler transporter in the world. It's amazing that something that was designed over 50 years ago is still the largest track vehicles ever made. The crawler's unique features include the giant tracks or treads that propel the vehicle along. There are 8 treads, 2 per corner, with each tread containing 57 shoes. Each shoe is 7.5 feet long and 1.5 feet wide and weighs 2,100 pounds. The height of the crawler is 6 meters or 20 feet to 8 meters or 26 feet adjustable. The top deck is flat and square, about the size of a baseball infield, 27 meters or 90 feet on a side. 2 operator control cabs, one at each end of the chassis, are used to control all crawler systems. SPMT. Almost like the NASA Transporter, but utilizing rubber tires and wheels. The SPMT, or Self-Propelled Modular Transporters, consist of different modules with 4, 5, 6, and 8 axle lines. Load capacity differs per version with a maximum up to 44 tons per axle line. Each module can be fitted with its own engine and control steering system. The modules can be connected side by side and or head to tail to form large platforms on wheels. SPMTs have the possibility of 360-degree steering of the wheels. This allows carousel and sideway movements. Their deck height can hydraulically be adjusted by approximately 60 centimeters, enable vertical lifting or lowering of the load. Due to their variety of combinations, SPMTs can lift and move virtually every heavy load. Caterpillar 797B. These large dump trucks have been in production since 1998 and are Caterpillar's largest and highest capacity dump trucks, or often called a haul truck. The engine in this beast has 3,400 horsepower and gets that from a 24-cylinder electronic unit injection, quad single-stage turbocharged, liquid aftercooled, 4-stroke diesel engine, the CAT 3524B HD. The CAT 3524B HD engine is a tandem unit consisting of 2 12-cylinder engine blocks coupled to operate as a single engine with a combined displacement of 6,468 cubic inches. The 797 series haul trucks are equipped with a rear axle-mounted computer-controlled 7-speed planetary transmission with a separate lock-up torque converter. It has a massive 380-ton rated payload rating. Cost is $5 million each, with the tires alone costing $42,000 each. BelAZ 75710. If you want to know what the largest haul truck in the world is, take a look at the BelAZ 75710. This giant earth-moving machine that was built in 2013 has a conventional 2-axle setup, but the wheels are doubled to 4 wheels per axle. It needs 8 59 by 80 R 63-inch tires. It is so big that it utilizes a 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel hydraulic steering system just so it can turn. It has not one but 2 16-cylinder 4-stroke diesel engines, each with 2,300 horsepower. These are coupled to 2 AC alternators and 4 AC traction motors, 2 in each axle. The 75710 can carry a 450 metric ton payload with the empty weight of this massive hauler at 360 tons. Prelude FLNG. The Prelude is the world's second floating liquefied natural gas platform as well as the world's biggest offshore facility ever constructed. This massive floating rig is 1,601 feet long and 243 feet wide. It was made with more than 260,000 tons of steel, and fully loaded will displace more than 600,000 tons. That is more than 5 times the displacement of the Nimitz-class aircraft carrier. It was built by Samsung Heavy Industries at the Gojae shipyard in South Korea. The cost of the vessel was between 10.8 to 12.6 billion US dollars. The important innovation will allow natural gas to be extracted from wells offshore, which will be liquefied and chilled by the floating gas platform. It will be able to produce at least 5.3 million tons of liquefied natural gas per annum. Antonov AN-225 Mriya. It's hard to get an idea of just how big this airplane is without seeing it in person, but just one of its wings is the same width as an entire Airbus A320, and it's also double the length of the passenger jet. It was designed and built in Ukraine, part of the Soviet Union, in the 1980s by the Antonov Corporation to carry Soviet space shuttles. Even after 27 years of first entering service, it's still the longest-bodied, longest-winged, and heaviest operational plane in the world. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 and the space program, the lone operational AN-225 was placed in storage in 1994. Each Progress D-18T turbofan engine puts out 51,600 pound-feet of thrust. It utilizes an increased capacity landing gear system with 32 tires and wheels, some of which are steerable, enabling the aircraft to turn around inside a 200-foot runway. It has a maximum takeoff weight of 1,410,958 pounds and can hold 46,000 cubic feet of cargo. Recently, China has said it wants to develop a modern version of the plane. It will be interesting to see what they design. Latorno TC497 Overland Train is the world's longest off-road vehicle. It is able to move 100 tons of cargo over sand, snow, and other rough terrain. The TC497, at 572 feet long, had 4 1,170 horsepower solar gas turbine engines with a total of 4,680 horsepower. These engines spun generators providing electricity to 54 electric motors, one for each set of wheels. That's a 54-wheel drive vehicle. The Overland Train was made up of DC drive motors, planetary systems, and switchgear boxes. R.G. Letourneau, the inventor of 5 Overland trains of different sizes and for use in different terrains, was engaged by the U.S. Army for $3.7 million in the 1950s to build the TC497 Overland Train Mark II. The TC497 was designed to travel over land in a variety of conditions: Arctic, desert, sand, as well as rough terrain. Schwerer Gustav 800mm rail cannon. In 1939, Adolf Hitler was trying to figure out how to penetrate the 930-mile defensive wall built by the French, the heavily fortified Maginot Line. Krupp AG, a leading German steelworks and armaments manufacturer, was approached with a request to provide ballistic data of a 70cm, 80cm, and a 100cm caliber weapon. Named after the head of the Krupp family, the Gustav gun weighed in at a massive 1,344 tons. So heavy that even though it was attached to a rail car, it still had to be disassembled before moving, so as not to destroy the twin set of tracks as it passed over. Gustav eventually went to war at the Siege of Sevastopol in July 1942. When fully assembled, it would be 141 feet long, 23 feet wide, and the axis of the barrel some 25 feet above the track. A special 4-track section had to be laid to put the gun into action. It used 4.7-ton high-explosive shells effective to a maximum range of 29 miles, and also 7-ton concrete-piercing shells at a range of 23 miles. And even though it was used at the Siege of Sevastopol in July 1942, Hitler simply went around the Maginot Line through Belgium. The Terex Bucyrus RH400. The Bucyrus RH400, owned by Caterpillar, is the world's biggest hydraulic excavator. It was originally launched by Terex in Germany in 1997, but Bucyrus acquired the mining equipment division of Terex in 2010, and Bucyrus was acquired by Caterpillar in 2011. The Bucyrus RH400 weighs approximately 890 tons, and the shovel can pick up 45 cubic meters of soil or rock in a single scoop, with the bucket itself having a dig depth of 7.5 feet at ground level. The hydraulic excavator is powered by two 16-cylinder, 4,210 cubic inch diesel engines that have a maximum power output of 4,400 horsepower each. The hydraulic system alone uses 2,642 gallons of hydraulic fluid.